Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to an early Sunday morning edition of Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. On Legendary difficulty, this is episode 8 of the Casual USA campaign. One more day of freedom, yep, it's Sunday. I'm going to do a little bit of work later this afternoon, but mostly I've got the day off, and I got up kind of early, and we're going to go play some games. Why'd I get up early? Well, because I've got this big roast that I want to make, and I haven't made one in a while, and I want to be able to eat like yummy food during our BattleTech game this evening, so I got up to go to the grocery store to get this roast started, and then I can't get back to sleep. I was like, it's already 8 o'clock, let's just go play some video games, drink some tea, get our day started. So I'm going to go play for a couple hours, we'll go hang out, and then maybe I'll do some yard work a little bit later today or something productive, whatever you're supposed to do on the 4th of July weekend. So we have a little bit of open ship capacity. I probably ought to start building more Freedom ships, but I want to, while we can, finish up some technology. We're at war with Italy. We've got 2 more turns for triple expansion steam engine, so I want to get that knocked out. Then we'll start upgrading ships. And I always thought France was going to go to war with me, because if you check it out, France really hates my guts, but no, Italy wanted some first. So I guess we're going to go fight Italy. I don't have any allies, so we're just going to try and raffle stomp them. And, yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. What do we want to invade? We're going to invade some stuff. We're probably going to invade Sardinia. Let's see what our invasion options are. We can invade. We're gonna invade Albania. Albania doesn't need a lot to take it over, actually. Sardinia or Albania? Albania's over here. We could om-nom Albania, no problem. I've got. Yeah, let's just go grab Albania. It's one more territory that we have to kind of. One more sea zone we have to defend, but I think we can take care of it. And one of the things I've started doing is I've started mixing and matching some cruisers with some torpedo boats to try and maybe get a little bit better recon for intercepting things. And I'm trying to park ships in the lane to do it. I don't know how well it's going to work out. There's a heavy cruiser down there. He's going to run into all of our buddies over here. This light cruiser, I wonder if these are patrol boats. So let's see if we can get this patrol boat to intercept the heavy cruiser. I don't know if it's going to or not. You know, he'll probably pass by me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of you guys, and we're going to just try and jump this light cruiser. We'll send let's do Raider 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll send 5 of them. I don't know if they're going to actually catch him or not. We got a battle here. What is this? This is a light cruiser versus a heavy. My Raiders aren't very. I don't know. I don't know about that. We're gonna chill out on that for a bit. And everything's kind of peaceful in Asia. Let's see, the Chinese don't like me, but they're hating me less than they did previously. So I still think that we're going to end up getting into a fight with the French, but hopefully we can take out Italy nice and quick. And we will see how this works out. I got 2 more months till I get my better engines. And I got my induced boilers when I was playing kind of on the side. And so maybe I can get everything refitted. Hello, transports. Nom 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 nom. 10 transports. I wish my ships would get experience points for killing these. Oh, we did. Looks like they ended up grouping up, but that's okay. So we're gonna... let's go and jump these guys. I wish my ships would get better experience points for eating transports. Like if it's a convoy mission and I sink transports, I'll get experience. But if it's just me slaughtering them, then I don't, which I guess maybe makes sense because they don't have escorts. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have these 4 patrol cruisers. And we have these 4 torpedo boats. And we'll have you guys screen them. And we'll have you guys screen them. And alright, let's see what trouble we could find. Now these torpedo boats have... I don't think they're... they just have 3 guns, but that's... no, they got 2 guns. But that's okay. They'll... these are my Raider cruisers. These are nice. They've got basically 5 guns on a broadside to double up the guns in the back to get... to balance it out. Alright, let's go chase this guy. He's got a couple of big guns, and he is beat up really bad already, so this may not yield a lot of experience. He's not going that fast. But, I mean, look at his health. I mean, he's pretty jacked up. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, so... I don't even know if we're gonna get experience. I mean, we'll get some experience for that. Let's see what we got. We got you got experience for hitting him. All right. Well, at least he's sunk. Looks like my freedom ships ran into this light cruiser. Let's see how these guys do. I haven't fought with these guys yet. Alright, so... have you guys screen them. No, wait, we have this backwards. There we go. So these guys have, how do we build them? We got a couple of big old pancake turrets and a bunch of smaller guns. And they've got great spotting because the American Cage Mast Tower. Really like those things. And they're not bad. I was able to squeeze in all these 5.9-inch guns. I got some 7.9 pancake turrets and a couple of 11-inch pancake turrets. So, and they're not awfully slow. Actually, we're almost as fast as that light cruiser. Almost. Oh, these pancake guns don't, oh, he's hiding in the smoke, that's why. I say these pancake guns should turn further. There they go. Yeah, they can turn. They can turn. Look at that. They've got great fields of fire. And the little 2.9s are working. Yeah, everything looks like it's working pretty good on these. Yeah, all the stuff's working pretty well. And they've got the great spotting because this cage mast, some secondary mast gives them some accuracy. I like to throw everything forward of the smokestacks. I mean, probably want something in the back just for rear spotting, but nobody wants to be up here getting all this smoke in their face. So I'm going to put them up in the front just for the good of the crew. Because some poor fool has to be, you know, up here in this little building up here, just being miserable with all the smoke. Imagine being on top of this thing. That is a tall ass mast. That is a tall mast. All right, let's get some. Let's maybe hit. Ow! Let's maybe hit this cruiser, shall we? I know you're cadets, but I believe in you. There we go. And the other guys are, yeah, they're just tagging along. .9 seem to be doing most of the work. And now the 11-inch gun got a hit. 11-inch gun hurt. .11-inch gun got a second hit. Those 11-inch guns aren't bad. Alright. Not too shabby. Now I'm sure when I get the higher level turrets, they're gonna stick further back and it's gonna mess up my gun firing arrangement, but that's okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. I got 4 of these raiders against 1 heavy cruiser. We were able to get a nice interception there, so that's not bad. Now the problem is this heavy cruiser has some big guns, I believe. We've got a lot of little guns. We're cadets. Let's go see how. I should have checked to see how spec'd out that guy was. Ow! That was a pretty painful first shot. Alright, what do you got? You got those are some big guns. 9.6s on a little bathtub cruiser. He's green. He's got not great armor. Many bulkheads. That gun hurt. Alright, let's Alright, let's see if we can just burn them down through volume of fire. So we're at 6 kilometers. I've got pretty good penetration. Let's go armor piercing and see if we can. I'm really nervous about those big guns hitting me. This may not work out so well. He's hitting me pretty good. Damn. There we go. We got a little bit of a hit, but that wasn't much. Alright, let's go cut across your... Let's go cut across the back. Go auto. And maybe we can hit you in the back where your armor's not so thick. He's hitting the crap out of me. Holy crap. Can I maybe hit him too, please? There we go. We got a little bit of flooding in the back. Let's just keep doubling back and forth in the rear. Let's just pound him in the ass. There we go. I guess I hit him in the front the first time. But his armor's weak there, and he's flooding a little bit. Ouch. He's got pretty good to hits. He's got a little bit of damage instability, but not so much. Now the problem is that his 9-inch gun's gonna really hurt if it hits. I mean, all of his stuff's gonna hurt if it hits. My penetration should get through him at this distance if I can just hit. There we go. Got torpedo hit. These poor guys are taking it kind of hard. Yeah, I want to stay out of his torpedo range. He's got really good to hits. I've got really good to hits too. I should be able to... Got some fire. I got another flood. His damage and stability is pretty bad now, so he shouldn't be hitting me that easily. I mean, he's getting beat up pretty good. It's always really hard at the beginning when my guys are still green. Also, hello to whoever just jumped in. A ricocheted. That's a almost flat shot. There we go, that's a good hit. Alright, we got another section that hadn't previously flooded. This guy is staying afloat really well. And hopefully we'll get some hits with this volley. There we go, another flooding hit. Yeah, now he's going to go down. We're flooded everything. Yeah, he's going to go down. Alright. Outstanding. Alright, whew. I lost some transports, not the end of the world. Oh, I gotta click on that. One more month till we get the better engines. We lost some transports. I could jack up the transports and lose a lot of money. If I drop my research down, I don't want to be... Oh, we're still 1 month. Okay, that's good. 8 months till we get the Mark II 4-inch, so we're almost to the 5-inch guns that we need. We've got these 10-inch here. Maybe I should have done, on the Freedom ships, maybe I should have done the 10-inch guns instead. Well, next turn we're going to go and refit things. What do we have here? We have 2 Raiders, heavy and a light. I don't think I can kill these ships with... I mean, I had a really hard time with 4 or 5 Raiders against 1 cruiser, but maybe I can hit a couple transports and run away. So we're going to try and do a raid, because that's what they're made for. These guys are 21 knots, and this is 19.7 and 22. Now, this guy might be tough. Let's try it, and worst case I'll just reload the game. This way. No, I kind of actually want these guys to be... No, we'll leave them in normal. Alright, let's... The weather's kind of crappy. It's not super crappy, it's a little crappy. Yeah, somebody made a really good point on the naming convention that if I have zeros in front of the numbers, that it would keep everything in order on my list. That's a really good point. Mostly when I just look at the ships, I want to be able to easily see, you know, what type of ships they are instead of having to decipher the names. Alright, so we have some angry looking shells coming from that direction. So I think we are just going to go try and hit these ships. And then I think we're going to run away. Because I really don't want... I really don't want to fight all that stuff. Shit. Alright. Are you gonna sink? Outstanding. Time to leave. I'm almost tempted to separate these two guys. And you're going to retreat. Actually, we're just going to have you go this way and this way. Time to GTFO. Alright, we sank a ship for experience, and now we're going to bail. And hopefully they will stick around the other transports and not follow me. And that would make this a very nice mission. Man, the guns on these things are blowing up really easy. What's my armor on the... I've got like 7 inches of armor on the guns. Where did Are you not going to tell me? It was a 9-inch gun. Oh, penetrated 14 inches. So that's how it got through. Alright, well, that's what it took. That was that heavy cruiser hitting the crap out of me with his big gun. Sorry to the guys in the gun. Yeah, there's not much I can do about 9-inch guns on a light, versus a light cruiser. I mean, I could try to max out the armor on the gun, but I don't know if I have the tonnage. We'll see. We'll see what we have left over. I think we're going to get away. Alright, this will be a successful first mission for these guys. We successfully raided a transport, and they both got their 25 experience, so that was good. That was really good. So you guys both did your job. We have one more turn. I think we're going to try and be nice to France, because I'm really not ready for them to kick my ass yet. We got these guys taking over Albania, but they broke into 2 groups, which I don't really... I guess is okay. That's a torpedo boat, and you are going to go this way, so let's try and... Now this shows me the recon. It's a recon 20.22. That one torpedo boat is a 19.40. That's a heavy cruiser there. That torpedo boat 19.40. Now these 5 light cruisers by themselves only have a recon of 7.56. So probably combining them with the torpedo boat is the better way to do it. So if I were to have... If I were to have you go... Wait, how bad... Are you guys beat up? No, they're a little beat up. Let's have you guys go back to base, because you successfully killed something. Even though you're... green, green, green... Alright, they're green. Nice. Alright, that's good. That's a good start. So we'll let you go back to base and repair. I'm going to call that a win. Now these guys... That's a recon of 14. Let's go send you guys up to go kill that torpedo boat. And maybe we'll... Oh, these guys are just hanging out right there. So let's kill these 3 torpedo boats first. You know what I could do? I could split the fleet. Let's try that. Alright, let's see if this works out. Let's double check over here. I don't see any ships. The French, or not the French, the Italians only have. That's all the Italians have basically. So, all right, let's do it. And then next turn we'll get the upgraded stuff. Hey, Mitchell. That's awful. Yeah, they're definitely broken up into pieces. That's awful. Those poor light cruiser gunners. If they were destroyer captains, I wouldn't feel bad about it, but there we go. Oh, hey, look, that's a lot of ships there. All right, let's go get these guys. And these guys are green, so, oh, cadets. Alright, well, we should be able to get some experience from this one. Alright, let's go find these guys. I probably ought to split them into two groups. I can have one group chase after the torpedo boat. But let's see what we can encounter first and foremost. At some point, my tall friend's going to come over and be tall for me, because I got to go change out a light on the ceiling that's not behaving itself, and when that happens I'll have to probably end the stream. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I think you guys are gonna keep doing what you're doing, and you guys are gonna go kind of that way and try and intercept them. What is this, oh, he did the smoky thing. That's no fun. That's that same bathtub cruiser. At some point I'm going to build me some bathtub cruisers. And they're going to be awesome. I want to put secondary guns on the torpedo boat. Just because I don't want to have to chase your ass down. Because you are fast. And then the main guns can be on that heavy cruiser. Oh yeah, we got an engine hit on him. That's good. That's nice and tasty. I really wish the main guns wouldn't change targets like that. Alright, whatever. So you guys are going to veer off this way, and you're going to keep pursuing the cruiser. Alright, so you're going to take care of that light cruiser, and you're going to be trying to chase that heavy. This cruiser is going to have a really bad day. Meanwhile, those guys are trying to get to him. Alright, let's have you go kind of more like that. And then these guys will come around and help in a minute once this guy's sunk. Yeah, let's start turning around, because you're not getting away. This guy is a little bit faster, 18.1. Yeah, he's a little faster than I am. On the bright side, these freedom ships are pretty good. Alright, let's go get that cruiser. You're just gonna start chasing, and you're gonna just do the best you can to hit. Have you guys go like that. Those 9-inch guns are definitely a threat. At this range, they can punch my armor. But he's not going to survive this. Yeah, you guys just go chase his ass down. And I think these guys are going to get the kill on him, because he's already hurting pretty bad. Yeah, he's flooding. He's flooding, seriously. Well, the middle part's still doing alright. He's in trouble. Alright, Dork, get your ass to the bottom of the ocean. I'm surprised this guy is still afloat. Those bathtub cruisers are kind of impressive. Alright, there we go. Did everybody get their experience? They did. Fantastical. Alright, so... Oh, we caught the torpedo boat. Yeah, I think having torpedo boats in my groups to improve my recon is probably a good thing. Just And some of the new torpedo boats I'm building, I'm just going to maximize for recon, just make them as small as possible. Because I think recon's all about my spotting versus their spotting. Alright, here we go. And this kind of fight, you know, where I'm just fighting like a couple of ships, that's a lot preferable to the big battles. If I can start eliminating small ships more reliably with this method, I think once I get destroyers, that'll make a difference as well. I just need to make sure that my fleets have a high recon value. And then I think, like JP was saying last night, just stack a whole bunch of smaller, instead of having one big pursuit force, I need to really commit a lot of small task forces to hunt down groups of ships. And I think that's just going to be a big effort. Oh, we got a lucky hit on his engine already. That was one of the light cruisers, the 5-inch gun. The 5.9. Alright. Oh yeah, you're screwed. Maximum bulkheads, that's not bad. Couple of big guns, couple of torpedoes. Yeah, that's not a bad torpedo boat. So, yeah, I think if I have these little task forces just to aggressively hunt down straggler ships, I just need to get really, really aggressive on hunting down ships rather than invading territories, which means I need to build even more ships. And I think I've been focusing on invading territories too much. These freedom ships are so nice, especially those bigger guns. Oh, excuse me. I think the pancake guns are kind of cool. Oh, and we got the other torpedo boats. Let's go get these guys. Now, these torpedo boats are just stopped in the water off my coast, so they were kind of easy pickings. Alright, let's go find this group of jerks. And I guess the fleet gets the best, gets whatever the recon of your best recon ship, is what I'm kind of thinking. And recon seems to be how good your sight is versus how, compared to your detectability. How well you can detect the enemy ships versus how well you get detected. That's sort of my running theory right now. So, I'm going to start putting more of an effort into recon ships. So I'm going to give this one to Lorenzo, actually, because he's the one telling me early on that I need to pay more attention to to having mixed fleets. So probably having a single torpedo boat in a fleet just for the detectability is probably worth it. Let's go. Are you firing a little torpedo boat? Yeah, you are. Okay. These guys all have busted engines. Which unfortunately means smaller torpedo boats rather than the big long gunboat yachts. Although having a gunboat yacht to chase down straggler torpedo boats may not be bad. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll mix and match. I don't trust what you guys are doing, because you're gonna get... Oh, you're out of torpedoes, so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, that's fine. Carry on. Alright, let's see how... Yeah, just wait till I get the, just a little bit more... Oh, I guess the torpedo boat didn't hit anything. That's sad. Oh, that's okay. He's not that important other than just spotting. Alright. What do we have here? This battle... Light cruiser versus light cruiser. I've got a lot of fucking light cruisers. Why are you just sending one out? It's like... Dude. Send like 5 light cruisers out to kick his ass. Don't just send one out. Unless they're all like prowling the ocean looking for whatever they can get. I don't... He's got 6 5-inch guns, and I've got 6 5-inch guns. He's faster than me. The problem is, if I get into a fight, I don't know... I mean, he's green. I might be able to win this. I hate fair fights. I'll do it just to see how... I want to see how this goes, and I can always reload it if it doesn't work out. But dude, I mean seriously, send out multiple light cruisers. I mean, I guess theoretically they're all out patrolling the oceans, and this just happens to be the guy that spotted the other guy, but... Alright, let's do this. He's off that way. The weather's not fantastic. Alright, let's see if this works out. I'm really skeptical about how well this guy's gonna hit. Maybe I ought to just save these guys for convoy raids, but they need to get some experience is the thing. Alright, so let's go see what you have. You have really good armor, actually. Many bulkheads. Otherwise, we're relatively comparable. I mean, he's got better armor than I... Well, 34... 40, yeah, he's got better armor than I do. I don't think I actually want this fight. Oh, especially when first volley he takes out my main gun. Yeah, I don't think I want this fight.
And a good, pleasant Sunday morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Mitchell. Yeah, I woke up early to go to the supermarket and get started on this pot roast that I'm making for tonight's BattleTech game. Oh, we got a hit. So if I can just stay in his back, because his guns are... Whoa, what the fuck? I did not want to click on that. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay. I don't know how that happened. Alright, so if we look at his gun layout through all the smoke, so his guns are scattered 3 and 3. Whereas I can get 5 guns on a broadside, he can get 3. So I've got better broadsides and I have secondaries. So I can get a little more firepower, and if I can stay at in his backside, or I can take a flooding hit. So that is my signal to leave. Yeah, let's we're gonna leave. I don't feel super confident about this fight. His guys are more experienced, he's got a little bit better tech, and he's faster than me, which means I may not be able to get away. And he's got better spotting than I do also. But I'm gaining distance, so... How deep is my draft? My draft is not... Oh yeah, I've got a deep draft, so I can beat the waves better than he can. Alright, so... Alright, so it's not so bad then. Now we know that I shouldn't have my raiders go one-on-one against their light cruisers. Not till I get them some experience.
It looks like it might end up being something of a very pleasant day today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Until the groundhog lights your house on fire.
yeah. But yeah, we've got the that tropical depression heading north out in the eastern part of the state, and we're getting some of the cloud cover off of it at least, where it's like still only about 75 degrees outside. Where last few days by this time of day it was up somewhere between 80 to 85 already by this time of morning.
That seems a little warm for so early in the morning.
Well, that's like it's like 10:30 out here now. But yeah, the last few
Oh, we
days
got
it's
some
been up
experience.
already been up past 80 by this time of the morning
Oh,
there.
wow. Yeah, at least it hasn't been that hot here yet. Alright, so that... At least I got some experience for blowing up his torpedo. That's good. Let's go look at... Let's see here. So we got the induced boilers. I got the triple expansion engines. I don't know where I want to... I may start stacking armor instead of worrying about the engines, although engines are important. Let's go look at my ships. So here's the patrol ships. And I don't have the better guns yet. But if I look at the patrol ships and what's their recon? Their recon's 20. They should have pretty... Alright, let's go upgrade this thing. Let's see what we got. So we go better engines, boop, and that drops a bunch of weight. And then we go induced boilers, boom. Holy shit! Look at that engine efficiency. Oh my god. Our engine efficiency just went through the roof.
Yeah, that's a pretty massive increase right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically took your old engine efficiency and put a 2 in front of it.
Yeah, that was huge. That was huge. Alright, so all this stuff basically doesn't change. Now I can jack up the draft, I think. Now I still can't go above 4,000 tons, but I can jack it up. There we go. So I can jack up the draft, which will give me a little bit more oomphy oomph, better range. 18. So I can go 18.5. I'm gonna go. Do I have the option for what? I can't really do much more armor. I could put on. I could try to stack on more guns. Let's see. Oh, you know what? My... I could try and stack up the gun armor, but probably 6 inches is enough. Let's see, can I go 18.6, 18.7, 18.8. I mean, the other option is I could try to take a take this main gun. Oh, you know what? These are only 5.6. I mean, I could always stack something like that, but that messes up with the weight. I wonder if I can go 5.9s. So I can go 5.9s. I got the soft cap shells. Probably don't want semi-armor. I probably want to keep the standard AP. And then oh damn, that adds an awful lot of weight if I go with the if I go with the 5.9s, that adds an awful lot of weight. But I kind of want the 5.9s and have a little. Oh, that takes makes it a 2-month refit, doesn't it? I go 5.7. And if I keep in 5.6, I can beef up the engine speed and which speed's probably more important right now. 18.8, 18.9. Oops, that makes it. So if I go 18.7, it's a 1-month refit. And then it messes with that. Maybe I just go and make these as fast as possible and not worry about how does this affect the recon. I increase range. No, that's not going to do it. Yeah, because if I do too much of anything, then it messes with the weight a lot. Can't adjust that. There's no wiggle room to adjust that either. Oh, you know what I could do? If I were to take one of these off, well, that wouldn't actually Air intake funnel large. I bet if I wanted to, I could take off one of the funnels, and I could add more. I could add another turret. But I think I want the speed and fast refit for now. But I could probably fit another. Well, actually, if I put another turret here, it'd be blocked by these guys. This is good enough. I'm leaving weight on the table, but anything else that I do is going to jack up my make it take too long to refit. So I think I'll just call it good enough like this for now. Yeah, because any little thing is going to make a difference. I think I'm just going to call it good enough. And then when I get better technology, I'll make some changes. Alright. So the assault ship... Let's see how this works out. So we're going to get you better engines. And... there we go. Now he's got great engine efficiency. And all this stuff basically stays the same. And then let's see if I can... Can I go... No, so 17 knots is a hard cap. It's not going any faster than that. And I can't really adjust the weight any because this is all kinda stuck how it is, isn't it? I could take one of these off, but then it's going to be too small. And that's too big. Oh, fuck. Did not mean to click on that. If I were to... well, this won't even fit on here, even though I've got the wide... I gotta do these, alright. What if I were to... would you... what if I did something like this? That messes with... no, that messes with the weight anyway. Oh, I could put a better tower on the back, couldn't I? Look at that. I could do that. 1.4 base accuracy versus 0.5. I can give me a little bit more base accuracy if I go with a better secondary tower. Could I eventually fit this on? No, that won't fit. So I could do this. It's a 1.4, 1.7. That's way too heavy. Oh, but I could put, I could put some guns on here. That's kinda cool. That might be worth it. But that totally unbalances my... I gotta get rid of 100 tons. It is kind of nice having the extra guns on here, though, but let's see here. If we drop... That's still going to kind of mess with the balancing and whatnot. I'd have to drop a lot of armor to make that work, and I don't know if I really like that. So we're gonna stick with the minimal. We'll go with this minimal tower. And can we go enhanced reloading? No, that's gonna be too much. I'm going to go with an anti-torpedo, and that's going to be too much. I don't have hydraulic steering yet. I guess we're just kind of stuck like this, because I don't have... Go increase some armor. I guess we're just going to increase armor. And we're just going to leave it like that. That's going to be good enough. I could probably tweak this down to a 1-month refit if I... It's probably not that big of a deal. Alright, we're just going to save that. Alright, let's go see what we have next. Next we have the Guardian ships. Because just getting the induced boilers is already just a super big deal. Go induced and triple expansion. Bam. Huge difference right there. And then all of this stuff is already pretty happy. I could make the... Instead of the 12-inch guns, I could always go 10-inch guns. But I'm with the Mark IIs. How's that gonna? It's 19 kilometers, has a longer range, and better accuracy. 1091 damage. Not as much damage though. I go 10.9. So if I were to take you off... Oh, and that's gonna totally screw with... That's gonna totally screw with that, isn't it? That's what I was afraid of. So that gun's already kind of... That gun's already kind of jacked with anyway. I'm going to have to get going here in a little bit. My friend's ready to come over and help me out with the stuff I have to do. So I could do this right here. So I can put a 2.9 on there. I can't put the 5.9 is the problem. I can put a 3. Can't put a 4. But I've got Mark II 3.9, so maybe what I do... That's really kind of a crappy firing arc. Oh yeah, that won't fit either, will it? It sure won't. So that's not going to work out. Yeah, this is going to be a big problem once we have to go with the bigger guns. Alright, well, I got to get going. So, short stream this morning, but I've got to get ready for my friend to come over and get some work done around the house. So, I'm going to see you guys a little bit later. I'll be on tonight for Battletech, Mega Mech, and I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and we'll get together this evening. Mitchell, are you gonna play with us tonight, or are you just gonna watch and hang out and troll us?
Yeah, I think I'll be the troll under the bridge there.
Okay. Right on.
Okay, you have a good Sunday there.
Alright, you guys all take care. Take care, Mitchell. Bye-bye.